Hi everyone. So this is my car. I drive a 2016 Jeep Grand Cherokee. I do regularly take it in to get the oil changed. I usually don't let my gas tank go below a quarter of a tank. I always make sure that my fluids are as full as possible. Usually I take it to Valvoline, and I do take it in to get the tires rotated and alignments done when they are due. So I do try to keep up on the maintenance. Unfortunately, this car has actually had a lot of issues, and it, over the past couple years, has been in the shop multiple times. I had some engine issues and some issues with my fuel injectors and the starter. All of that has since been fixed, and it's been doing really great, so fingers crossed it stays that way. If I were more involved with the outdoors and I was using this car for more than just driving to work and where I need to go, I would probably consider another vehicle, but now that it's been fixed, it has been doing really well. So the first thing I want to talk about is my trunk. I have this trunk organizer that has 3 sections in it and this insulated cooler box in the 4th compartment. It also has these mesh bags in case I ever need to carry anything. And it does shrink up really small and zips closed if I needed to take it out and use it somewhere. I also have my spare tire in this compartment underneath. It is full, and then I have the jack and the crowbar and everything to change the tire here. This compartment and this compartment do come out for extra storage, and I have this box of bungee cords in here because you never know when you might need them. There is also some hooks in here that I have used for just holding things down, like when I am out at an event and I have like a tent, I can hook it to this. And then the car actually has a flashlight built into it, so I can just push that and it pops out, and it does work. It's a pretty bright light, and the great thing about it is that the car charges it, so I don't ever have to worry about a battery. And of course there's some extra hooks in here if I ever needed to put up a net in the back. Next up is my back seat. I do have this foldable trash can first that it does get to be pretty small if I ever needed to pack it up and bring it somewhere with me. And I have this fully stocked first aid kit sitting in the back of my passenger seat so I could easily reach it. This kit is pretty fully stocked. I have Band-Aids, Neosporin, some allergy cream, and then I have a lot of individually wrapped sterile bandages. There is also lidocaine patches in here, some medical tape, rubber gloves, and some medical scissors in case I needed to quickly dress a wound when I'm out somewhere. I do keep a pretty large blanket underneath my back seat. I do have some empty space here that I haven't figured out what I want to put there yet, but I do have a blanket. And on this side, I do keep a waterproof pouch for my phone in here in case I ever need it, which it has come in handy before. And underneath this side of my back seat, I have a large reusable bag that is also insulated, which has come in handy on random grocery shopping trips that I hadn't expected to take. On the driver's side of my vehicle, I do always have weather tech mats in the bottom of my car to keep my carpets from getting dirty. And in my center console, I have first some hair clips and hair ties, a pen, and a little pack of saltines. I usually keep that pretty fresh just because you never know when you might need a little bit of something. And in the bottom, I keep a clean pair of socks. I keep a small can of deodorant. I have this reusable bag that folds out and just goes back into itself whenever you're done. This is all just car decorations, nothing too important. I do have this tool that can be used to break the window and cut the seatbelt if I was in an accident and couldn't get out. I have this multi-tool that has a whole bunch of things in it. It has some knives, some corkscrew, a whole bunch of screwdrivers, which has come in handy. I have a Tide pen. I have some lotion and a nail file. I always keep a lint roller with me. Oh, and I do have some feminine hygiene products. I have a small little over-the-counter box of medicines that I regularly take. And I have a small umbrella here. And this is actually a sewing kit. It is fully stocked with really anything that I could need to sew up something. The small scissors have come in handy a few times, and there is a lot of different kinds of thread, which really could have a variety of uses in an emergency. In this small compartment, I do keep a charger for my phone, and actually on this little extension cord that plugs into the cigarette lighter, and I always have gum because I do like to chew gum. And finally, on the passenger side of my car, I do have this little headrest that I keep under the passenger seat in case I'm driving a long distance and I want to be comfortable. And in my glove box, I have this packaging from the light bulbs that go in my headlights so that I always know which ones I need if one went out and I had to stop at an auto store. I don't really like using plastic straws, so every time I get them, I end up putting them in here and I just save them. I always have a stock of napkins. I have the information booklet for my toll responder box. I always have my registration and my insurance cards ready to go, and then all of my owner's manuals and the history of all of the service done on my car is kept in here so that I can always access it if I needed it. I do have a lot of things in my car that I think would be really helpful for my survival in just general situations, but I think that moving forward, I do want to always have some small snacks in my car in case beyond the saltines, that I could eat if I was in an emergency. I would like to start keeping some more bottles of water, and I think that it might be helpful to actually have an extra change of clothes in those back storage compartments, just in case I got caught in a situation where I needed, fresh clothes. And after reading Deep Survival and World War Z, I was thinking a lot about the sustainability part of it, and I think that it also might be helpful to include rain poncho. I do want to get one of those tire pressure checking machines. I used to have one, but it broke. And I was thinking a lot about things that you could use for resources. So I think maybe it would be helpful for me to have something small that I could use to light a fire, like a lighter, and potentially something that like a small system that I could use to turn rainwater or something into drinkable water. So I have been thinking a lot about ways that I can make the things in my car more sustainable, and that being said, I think I could also switch out the plastic straws that I have in my glove box for a reusable one so that I don't have to keep producing that waste when I use them.